Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chumanda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit. Glad you're joining me tonight for our Tuesday meditation and satsang. So I'd like to start with a couple of announcements. So this coming Friday, I'll be doing a puja and satsang to Ma Parvati. And then next Tuesday, two meditations related to compassion. Both of those events will be at 7 o'clock. You can watch on YouTube, or you're always welcome to join us at our temple at 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. And I want to say namaste to both Mary and Bryce who are here, and anybody else. You're welcome to say a little hello on the chat function as well. So just to recap a little bit, Tonglen healing, and Tonglen means giving and taking, is a healing meditation which involves the transformation of energies. So as you do this meditation, you are acting as the catalyst for transformation. The practice I'll be sharing with you today was inspired by a version of Tonglen practice described in the book Tibetan Meditation by Lama Christy McNally. Tonglen itself is found in both traditional Hinduism and Buddhism, especially Himalayan Buddhism as well. Recently, we practiced Tonglen meditation for the general healing of oneself. Tonight, I would like to share another application of this practice, Tonglen for the souls of those who have left their body. In other words, for the spirits currently in the bardo, or anybody who is at my Yama Puja at midnight last Saturday, the realm of Yamaloka. So they're in this, they've left their body, and they are now awaiting reincarnation. So let's go ahead and begin. So I invite you to get into a comfortable position. And this can be seated upright on your mat or in a straight back chair. Actually, you could even do this meditation lying in Shavasana. Fix your body still. Let your back be straight. And let your breath be slow and deep. Let your eyes fall closed. And focus on your breath for a few moments in order to settle the mind. Long, slow, deep breathing. Letting go of the thoughts, past and future. So your awareness can settle in the present moment. So first, I invite you to visualize yourself in a safe space of your choice. Just think of somewhere where you feel comfortable, safe, and at peace. It could be a real place, like a favorite room, or somewhere in nature. It can also be somewhere you've always wanted to travel to, like a temple somewhere abroad. somewhere sacred spot and somewhere far away. And it can even be an imaginary place, somewhere you imagine as your ideal safe haven. So in whatever place you've just chosen, just imagine yourself sitting there. And begin to notice the sights of this place that you've chosen and the colors. The surrounding objects. And notice what sounds might be associated with this place. Just take a moment and listen. And also begin to notice the feelings or emotions or sensations that manifest from being in this special place. And are there any smells or tastes that you notice? And anything else that comes into your realm of awareness? Just sit for a time and let yourself become completely comfortable, feeling at ease, feeling safe, knowing that in this place nothing can harm you. Instead, you are here in an act of compassion for others. So, relaxing and preparing for this important sadhana. And so now I invite you to call to mind somebody you know who has recently left their body. Could be a friend, an associate, a relative, or maybe even someone you didn't know personally but admire. The individual you choose can even be a pet that you've recently lost. And when you've selected someone, I invite you to mentally call out to them. inviting them to join you in this safe and secure place. And then mentally see that individual sitting opposite you. And just take a moment to notice how they look. Maybe they're telling you something. But most important, begin to notice how they are feeling. What emotions are they expressing? And especially notice their level of suffering. So does this individual seem to be afraid or confused? This can often be the case, especially for someone who died very suddenly. Is this spirit sad, anxious, in pain, angry? Is this a spirit that seems perpetually hungry or perpetually desirous of something that they are just unable to have? And is there some other form of suffering expressing itself in this individual? So now begin to observe this suffering on a physical form as a thick black cloud of poison writhing inside the form of this individual. Could be swirling like a vortex, or it could be a number of small clouds, or a deep and dense cloud. And as you observe this physical form of their suffering, you're feeling an incredible sense of sadness that they are experiencing this. And so you decide that you must take this suffering from them. And so you're going to use your breath to help them. So now as you breathe deeply, picture the black cloud condensing, congealing into a tiny black ball, an impurity at the level of their heart. And then with each successive breath, pull this black ball of suffering out of them. So it rises from their heart to their throat, then up further to their third eye center, and then finally coming out of their nostrils. so that it is suspended in space just in front of the face. And next, as you breathe, pull the sphere through the air until that black ball is suspended just in front of your own nostrils, but not touching you. And now begin to look into your own heart and see a tiny diamond, crystal-like light, what is known as a Vajra. This is the light of wisdom and healing within you that can transform all of this pain and end the suffering. So focus again on the black ball of pain just in front of you and decide that you must transform it completely, both for the sake of the person across from you and also for the sake of ridding the world and all realms of sentient beings, ridding them of their pain. So with one quick in-breath, draw the black ball inside of you down to the diamond light. And as soon as the light and the ball meet, there's a brilliant flash of light. And the ball completely disintegrates. The light is getting brighter now and brighter as you breathe. Brighter and brighter and larger, and observe it filling your whole body, filling you completely, and then to the point that the light is starting to pour out from the pores of your skin so that you are glowing with this white healing light. Shining like a lamp in the darkness. Feel yourself as a Jyoti Atman, a soul of light. And then look again at the person or spirit across from you. Their suffering has miraculously disappeared, and their face is now very serene. And then feel the rays of diamond light shooting out from your heart center with your exhalation, sending them every good thing, anything that they need at this time. And as each ray of light touches them, see them becoming happier and more at peace until they too are filled with this radiant light, so that they themselves are a soul of light, a Jyoti Atman. And just take a moment and notice how it feels to have done this transformation for that individual. And know that you yourself have been transformed by this healing process. So now I invite you to give the spirit in front of you a final blessing. You wish them well. You give them blessings for their journey ahead, wishing them the best of all possible rebirths. And then take a deep and clearing breath, bidding them farewell. So now rest for a while in a state of stillness and silence. Continue to breathe deeply and listen to my words. Please practice this meditation for yourself, for others, those within their bodies and those who have left. Practice this often as you learn of those who are in need. And remember, once again, as we did last week, you can always do this meditation for yourself, envisioning yourself in front of you. You can also envision the planet Earth in front of you and do Tonglen for the entire world and for the healing of all sentient beings, for the relief of their sufferings. So at first, it may be easiest to do this practice with someone you feel close to. But the next step would then be to try the same meditation using somebody you really don't know that well. And after that, if you really want a challenge, try it on someone who you're not necessarily that fond of, or someone you've had tension with. You'll be amazed at the results. It may be common to feel a bit of fear when taking that black ball inside of you, and that's actually a really good sign. It means that you're really concentrating before when you were imagining where the black ball of imbalanced energy was. And having that willingness to take it in. And that's what makes this meditation so powerful. In overcoming that fear, you're overcoming other fears. So just make sure that when you take that ball in, see it completely disintegrated, see it completely gone without a trace, and transformed into that healing, transformative light. And then when you're doing the giving part, use your imagination. There's no limits to the realm of your mind. Create that perfect partner for them, or that perfect job, giving them back their healthy body, imagining them at peace or obtaining the guidance they need. Or if you're doing this for a spirit, wishing them the best of possible rebirths. So you can wish them anything at all. And as you do this practice, also notice the growing sense of compassion rising within yourself for others. And see it then being reflected in your normal waking life, in your everyday practices, in your everyday situations. This practice of giving and taking is one of the most powerful meditations you can do because it combines a mental visualization with the physical component of the breath, a combination primarily used in more advanced teachings, but at the same time, something that's so simple that beginners can start with it right away and grow within the practice. So for this reason, it is a meditation most often given to help people who have some kind of sickness or sufferings. And it can help with mental pain, times of stress, and again, even for those who have left their body and are awaiting rebirth. So I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation and bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly open your eyes. Taking a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice. Take a moment and just notice also how you feel from having done this practice. And namaste. Blessings always. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. And thank you so very much for joining me. And know that you can always replay the recording of this broadcast or the previous ones that I've done involving Tonglen to help in learning the process. So I thank you again for joining me. I look forward to you joining me on Friday night, where we will learn about and honor the great goddess Ma Parvati, the Shakti to Lord Shiva. Till then, have a wonderful night, wonderful few days ahead. Thank you again. Jai Mata Di.